Hello, my loves, and welcome back. My name is Yannika, and I'm here to do a reading for you today. This one, so today, what I felt is that I want to do a reading regarding a problem or a situation that you might be in. So, I'm gonna do 3 cards: problem, solution, and outcome. And yeah, before I pull the cards, I just love for you to come into your heart space with me. So let's take 3 cycles of breath in together. So you can bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you and safe. And just arrive in the present moment. And let's take 3 cycles of breath in together. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. A breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And one more cycle at your own pace. In through your nose and out through your mouth. You might hear the fountain that is next to me, the water gently splashing, and allow the energy of the water to cleanse whatever is on your heart right now so that you may see clearly. Only divine love and light is allowed into the space right now. And just take a little moment to thank your heart for guiding you here today. And as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. You know best what's best for you. You know what is here for you and what is not. Okay, whenever you're ready, open your eyes and we'll begin. I had the first card already present itself to me. So I'll be using the De La Nuit Oracle deck, which I love. It's about fairy tales, and I feel that it's very fitting since I'm in this beautiful castle setting to do a little fairy tale Oracle deck reading. So, alright, so the first card. So this is the problem or the situation that you're currently in and guidance for that. And that one is Alice in Wonderland. I feel called to read this one out from the little book. And this is number 2, if that resonates with you. All right, my story. I saw once a white rabbit running on the grass. As I'm a curious little girl, I followed him. And this led me to discover a land like no other, full of mad hatters, short-tempered queens, and sly cats. Everything there was purely senseless, but I saw a lot of wonders and unlearned many things. Therefore, the journey was worth it, even if it was only a dream. A little bee. Woo. My message. Something or someone is calling you. You're about to discover a brand new land which you'll have to acclimatize to. You won't get all the rules at once. Some things will appear most peculiar to your eyes and even lacking sense. And you also will feel disoriented at times. But don't let that stop you. Be open, be curious, crave to uncover wonders, and remember that this journey you're embarking on is really worth the while. It is really one that you won't forget. Beautiful. And in this card you can see this little girl sitting on a mushroom, and there's the rabbit below her. So what's coming through to me with this message is that you might be a little bit, hi bee. Okay. Curious or like this little bee, disoriented. Okay, thank you. Not a flower. You might feel a bit disoriented or like you've just stepped into a whole new reality and things are new and strange. This could be to deal with like your living situation or new people around you or a new work or a new mission or a new adventure. And personally, I do manifest a lot, and I love this co-creation process with spirit, where I take leaps of faith to be guided to places and people. And even though it is something that I truly desire, even though, I get to be in beautiful environments, I get to meet new people, and there's so much joy and wonder and magic, there's still a part of me that feels sometimes, even if it is what I wanted, it still feels strange. It still feels like it's too much, or I can feel a little bit like, just out of place. So if you're feeling that way right now, just know that, when you go on an adventure, you don't know what's going to happen. And even though we want something and we manifest something or we consciously co-create something, I'm sorry to tell you, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. If we think that when we manifest something and we attach this sentiment of like, oh, this will make me feel safe or this will make me feel comfortable, like, yes, it can, but also how our egos are designed to keep us kind of like in this comfort zone. There's gonna be a reaction when you enter a new phase in your life, or you go on a new adventure, or you meet new people, where there's this kind of like this period of, you're sensing things out, you're kind of sussing things out, like, is this safe? Is this okay for me? And that's perfectly normal. Trust the process. Trust the process. And allow yourself to follow the white rabbit. And even though she is in like a strange wonderland, even if it's like a dream come true or something you're dreaming of, like, look at the sun shining on her. It might be weird and it might be strange, but she's still basking in the sun and enjoying the moment. It might not be what you thought it was going to be. And I find that when we allow ourselves to kind of let go of expectations of how something or someone should be, it opens us and our vision to what is, and that is usually way more magical and way more beautiful than what we thought we needed or wanted. I'm not saying that our needs and wants aren't sacred and beautiful and super, super necessary and something to be absolutely honored. But best enjoyed with a bit of detachment. And if someone is detached from reality, it's Alice in Wonderland. So maybe there's a little message about allowing yourself to be in this like dreamy wonderland state and not needing to make sense of it, just enjoying the ride of it. Drink the little bottles if you feel called to, and eat the little cookies if you feel called to, and just see what happens. It doesn't need to make sense, and you can trust that you are guided to where you are right now for a reason, and just let it unfold. All right, so the next card that I want to pull is for problem, solution, outcome. Okay, so solution or action to be taken. I feel that, okay, it's that one. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I pulled number 15. This is the story of the princess and the frog. And I want to read it again. I feel like reading this. I just recently had this card come up. It's a very interesting one. So, my story. There was a prince who only wanted to marry a true princess with royal manners. I showed up at his castle on a stormy night. the prince's mother decided to test me. She placed a pea in my bed, under 20 mattresses. In the morning, my back hurt badly because of this pea. This sensitivity proved the prince that I was a true princess. So we married, and the pea was placed in a museum. My message: do what my prince did and never go for second best. Only the very best is to be searched for. Don't apologize for being demanding. Don't let them convince you that your wish is impossible and won't happen. You know exactly what you want, and you know exactly why and how. So be it. Sometime soon, the exact thing you're looking for will appear, as perfect as hoped for, and it will win all the tests handily. So keep asking for the best. I love that. Okay, so even if it is like a bit weird and you are maybe in this like dreaming phase with the Alice in Wonderland, know that like that is necessary for the next step. Yes, and never go for second best, only the best. I like that. Beautiful. Okay, do I want to say something else about this card? Yeah, so with the story as well, so she like sees this frog, and the frog helps her out, and then she like promises to... Oh my god, I just read the wrong one. Oh my goodness. No, I read The Princess and the Pea, and this is The Princess and the Frog. Oops, my bad. I wonder if I can edit that, or was that meant? Okay, well, you know what? They are next to each other, and I read the wrong one. Talking about being disoriented. Well, maybe that was also a message that needed to be heard. So, I will I will talk about this card as well. So, this one is about like the princess. Yeah, the frog agrees to like help with her in exchange for her hand in marriage, and she like agrees, even though she's a little bit like, whatever, what is this frog gonna do? And and then the night comes, and the frog comes to claim her, and she's so disgusted because she like doesn't want to be with the frog, so she throws the frog against the wall, and as she does so, the frog turns into this handsome prince, and then they do decide to get married. So I think there is like a message here as well, as like, don't go for second best, but also, even if something seems like at first you're a little bit like, I don't know. Allow it some time. Allow it some time to unfold. Maybe allow that frog to turn into a prince, or that situation to turn into, something really, really beautiful in line for you. Because sometimes when we, first see things or meet people, we can feel a little bit like, I don't know. And I had a funny encounter like this the other day, where I met someone on like a date, and at first I was like, no, like, I'll just be here for an hour, and then I'll leave politely and be like, okay, thanks for the time, but like, this is not for me, absolutely not. But then I just allowed myself to be there, because I had driven like 50 minutes to see this person. So I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna like drive back after 5 minutes. Like, it's not like we met in a cafe downstairs or something. So then we talk and hang out, and then slowly, like, I start to see him in a different light, and I start to, witness like his energy, how he presents himself, how he talks, and all of a sudden I started noticing like things that I was really attracted to, and things that were really like beautiful about him. And at the end of the date, without giving too many spoilers, I really felt like, wow, I actually want to see this person again. Like, he behaved like a gentleman. He was really just like gentle and well-mannered, and listened, and yeah. And then I started doubting myself, because like, why did I write him off so quickly? And where else in my life do I do this, where I'm just like, ugh, no, he's not wearing the right shoes or whatever. Or like in a job, you start, and the first week you're like, okay, I hate all of this, I just want to leave, I want to quit. So maybe there's a message here to allow yourself to see things through a little bit more, give it some time without compromising, like there's like a beautiful fine balance of like, okay, I'm not compromising my needs and wants, but I'm also not settling. And that balance is gonna look unique for everyone, of course. So I feel like there's an invitation for you between two princesses. I want to find that card now that I read the message for and show it to you. It's really cool. Here, even her energy is different. She's like, me? No. I get a backache from sleeping on this pea. And then she's just like, yeah, this frog. We'll see. So, find a balance between having very high expectations and then allowing space for things to unfold in beautiful, beautiful ways. Also, the numbers are 14 and 15, if that resonates with you. All right. Hey. And I feel like pulling a final card for outcome. Yeah, we're gonna go with a fairy tale. I also have my animal deck, but I feel like this is a little fairy tale reading right here. Okay, and what is the outcome? This one. Oh, interesting. Mary Poppins. Okay. So with this card, the story is that like these kids get this magical nanny, and then she starts like take them on adventures, and she has this like bag of all these magical things that she can pull up. And the message is here to, allow yourself to be open to magic and things, that you thought were not able to happen, kind of like with the princess and the frog. But this story and fairy tale also talks about discipline. I love that word so much. No, I do. And that there's a beautiful balance between like wanting a magical life and, having your dreams come true, and discipline. And I really feel like discipline in this scenario is, when you are placed in new situations, when you have manifested or you have reached something or you've met someone, also having the discipline to, keep your energy clear of judgments and see what is really true, because the ego will kick in so fast and start to make up stories and start to spin, the yarn and make scenarios of what could happen or what has happened. So I feel like this is a beautiful message to check yourself with discipline, with love, and be like, hey, is this true? Is what I just thought about this person, is that a reality? Where is this judgment coming from? And just allow yourself to observe your thoughts in this new situation that you're in. And, as we observe without attachment, without judging ourselves, usually the things kind of start to shift in a way and take new forms, and allowing the energy to kind of shift from your initial reaction to actually being present with whatever is, and just allowing it to unfold slowly and slowly. So that's the problem solution outcome reading. Let me show all the cards here one more time. Ta -da -da -da. We have a girl gang. Love it. No, this is first. I'm clearly like a little bit disoriented today. Sorry. Ah, beautiful. Yay. All right. So that was the reading. And if you feel like there is a space for more magic in your life, I have created this very, very sweet and magical little course. It's called 8 Days of Magic, and it's basically a portal that opens you up every day to like those little moments of magic and finding it in your everyday life, like kind of like seeing things from a new perspective, because many very mundane things can be very magical when you shift a little bit. So I'm gonna link that below if you feel called. And yeah, I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day, and I hope whatever maybe was on your mind, you know, maybe there's more space now and some more light that has been shed onto that issue or that situation that you're in right now. And I'm sending you so much love and happiness and magic to your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!